This is day 8 of your 14-day Somatic Yin Let's Regulate challenge. And we're all about harnessing the inner power today. So Yin Yoga has a huge misconception that it is only for relaxation. But in fact, Yin can be very fiery, helping us to ignite our inner power. So let's start by coming on to our knees. And then we're going to bring our right leg forward. And let's place that left hand in the front of your hip. I'm going to come into a little warm up for our hip flexor. We're going to start by drawing the tailbone down, and you'll feel a small little tuck along the quadriceps, front of your thigh area. And then let's relax the hip a little. And let's do that 2 more times. Draw the tailbone down. So you feel a little bit of engagement in the hip flexor. And relax. And last one, drawing the tailbone down, holding 3, 2, 1, and relax. We're going to move into low dragon and placing 2 hands on the inside of your right foot. Let's glide that left knee back. Now, if you have sensitive knee, go right ahead, place a towel underneath. And this is my low dragon, and if you need a bit more support, you can place a block or even put your hands on a small table to help get a little bit more support here. So in low dragon, let's keep our eyes softly open, and I invite you to scan your room softly and bring your awareness to one thing in front of you that's neutral, and simply admire the texture and color and shadow of this object you chose. This is called orienting, helping us steady the mind. Hip flexor can be quite activating, so always lean into yin posture, all yin posture carefully, not going too deep too quickly. When you're ready, let's take a deep breath in your forward lunge, and then exhale, side out, shifting your hips back. As you shift the hips back, this is not another stretch. We're going to keep your front knee nice and bent, and the goal is just to give the back hip a bit of relief. Let's do that a couple of times. Inhale as you lunge forward, and exhale, let it out, giving your back hip a little space here. Last round, breath in, and then exhale. Wonderful. We're going to right away switch sides. So let's come on to your left knee forward. I'm just going to turn around so you can see the warm up of the other side. Left foot in front. And then you can place your right hand onto the right side of your hips. Let's draw the tailbone down, feeling a bit of engagement in the right thigh, right hip flexors, and then relax. 2 more times. Draw the tailbone in and forward, and relax. And last round. Let's hold it here for 3, 2, and 1. Slowly, let's lean forward, placing 2 hands, both hands, on the inside of your front foot and gliding the back leg back. Now, for those who have a bit more range, you can also bring the forearms onto the floor. And here, deepening into your front inner hip, and then as well the right hip flexors. And I invite you to recall moments in your life where you felt you really stepped into your power. And that can be bringing up a hard conversation. It can be taking on an adventure bravely, or making a life decision, a transition. That takes a lot of courage. And here, eyes can be kept open or closed. And sometimes when in activating poses, you might find opening your eyes a bit easier, steadying your gaze at a single object in front. And slowly, let's come all the way up. We'll do our little Ardha Hanuman flow. As you lean forward, take a breath in, and then exhale, side out. Giving your back a bit of space and relief, keeping your front knee bent. And then lunging forward, inhale. Exhale out. And then lastly, breath in. And exhale out. Wonderful. Let's come on to your resting position. I'm going to invite you to rest on your belly or even in a child's pose. And slowly, let's come all the way up, sitting on your heels and your knees. And I'm going to show you this one breath. It's called the lion's breath. And the lion's breath is where we take a big inhale, and we're going to stick our tongue out, and then we make a lion's roaring sound. And you want to bring your face nice and wide, yeah. And this is just think about the power of a lion. So notice your body sensations when you're doing this breath. I know it's interesting in Yin we do this, but just feel the dynamics of the body sensations as you shift into breath work that is a bit more empowering. So we'll do it with this motion on our hands and knees. And this helps to really propel the breath out. As you inhale, you can hinge your hips back a little bit, not too much. And then exhale, just stick your tongue out. And maybe even looking up. So we'll do that 3 times. Let's prepare. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Last round. Inhale. Exhale out. Very nice. Take a moment here, sitting in whatever way that serves you. And after a very energizing and power breath, in my body I sense. Name any body sensations, and I feel. Name any feelings you have right now. And that's slowly coming into your lying down position on your back. We're going to move into our final yin pose, which is reclining butterfly. And if you have a block, I'm going to invite you to bring that block underneath your thoracic spine. So just right below your shoulder blades. And you come into laying down, you can bring that block under and just hugging underneath the shoulder blades. And then bringing the soles of your feet together. If you need a bit of support, you can place a couple pillows underneath, outside of your thighs. And then just open your arms out to the side, exposing your chest to the sky. A very inviting, invigorating body posture. Reclining butterfly. Feel that power within you. Maybe one that you've been hiding for so long. Letting it shine, letting it come out. Staying in your pose and sharing with you a short poem. What a privilege to be tired from work you once begged the universe for. What a privilege to feel overwhelmed by growth you used to dream about. What a privilege to be challenged by a life you created on purpose. What a privilege to outgrow things you used to settle for. As you lay in reclining butterfly, I invite you to recall moments, the beginning of your healing path, and notice how far you have come along. And gently, let's remove that block if you have it underneath your upper back. And let's come into your final resting position. And slowly in, let's come back into the body. Moving your fingers and toes, reaching your arms up. And let's roll to the side. And then slowly coming out back into a seated position. So that concludes our Day 8 Power Within practice. Let's bring our hands into heart center, honoring the inner power within all of us. Thank you so much for practicing with me. The lights within me bows to the lights within you. Namaste.